So hello friends, so the last session we did on the director's role, and this session we will be talking about the script writing. So moving ahead, so you need to understand, as I already conveyed, that through a film we convey an emotion, and this is how we connect to our audience. There has to be something in the script. There is a format of a script which is engaging the audience. So what is that? You might have 10 stories, you might have 10 ideas, but you need to understand which is the best idea out of it. So what is the parameter, what is the tool to evaluate which script is the best script? So the only thing a script has is a CAR. CAR means C stands for conflict, A stands for action, and R stands for resolution. So the more there is a conflict in the script, so the more the audience is engages. So you need to understand what kind of conflict could be there. So the conflict could be man to man, man versus situation. In our previous times, in the old cinema, you will see, in the start of a film, there used to be a scene where two brothers would go to a mela with a father, and in that mela, they both got parted away. So now the entire 3 hours, the audience is engaged to see when they will meet. I remember a movie called Yaadon Ki Baarat. So in that movie, 3 brothers who parts away in the beginning of the film, and multiple times they come across each other, but they don't know that they are the brothers. So that was the beauty of the script, the beauty of the conflict engaged by the writer, that it engages the audience till the end to see when will they meet. So if we talk about cinema, we used to talk about hero does all the good and he is defeated by the villain in the major part of the film, and in the end, when hero beats up the villain, audience feels happy. So how do you make a hero out of your film? So you need to understand this. The more the conflict is happening, the more struggle hero is facing, the bigger hero you are making in your film. Because we, in our own life as humans, we project ourselves in a heroic position. When hero is defeating the villain, so in the majority of the audience, they feel happy when burai pe achai ki jeet hoti hai. So when the hero comes in and sets everything right, so the audience claps for him. Because the emotion is conveyed, the audience feels that they are those people, they are the heroes. So that is something, the first thing a script need to have. So if you are showcasing your project on no poverty or zero hunger, so you need to show the struggle, the actual struggle of a child or a human for a food or for money, and then at the end somebody heroic coming into the scene and helping and rescuing them or providing them with a better opportunities or a lifestyle. So this is how you need to have a built up over your script. So I've given you idea of the script, what a script should have. So whenever you have discussions about the script, you make sure that the script has enough conflict to deal with. So moving ahead, how do you convert that idea into a formal script? So now these are the steps that you need. First, you don't need to think about the entire script. All you need to think about the idea. The team has to form that yes, this is the final idea we would be working on. Out of that idea, you need to write about 100 to 200 words, the synopsis of the story, and you have to generate that conflict in that synopsis only. So once the synopses are done and approved by the team mutually, you should develop that story into paragraph wise, that how your film is progressing. So no formats required at this stage, simply write it down. Because if you will directly enter into writing into the script format, you will have gaps in your script and you will not understand what are the gaps left. So please follow the entire process. So once your story is done, then you need to do a line breakups. 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line, 5 line, just go break that all the paragraphs into that line. and then you will understand if there are any gaps. Because whatever is written in the script, the director is going to shoot it, the DOP is going to shoot it as it is. So if the script has gaps, the film will automatically has a gap. So you have to be very careful when you are developing your script from an idea stage to a story stage to a script stage. Before you reach to a final script, you have to have your line breakups. So once your line breakup is done, I will be sharing the format of the script on the screen. So you need to write, this is the professional way to write a script, you need to write it in the center, you need to leave the margin on the left and you need to leave a margin on the right. So the director is going to do the formal short division on your script only. So once you are doing with the script and you need to proof down, read it, then there are improvisations and then you need to improvise on dialogues. Whatever best emotions you find, you can use to improvise the writing, the content, what is being written by the writer. So maybe you can add on a team member who can further improvise the vocabulary of it, like we use water, pani, jal, what is required. And the script is always written in the present tense. So for an example, Neeraj is standing on the street and car is coming from the left. So the script, whatever you are writing, you have to write in the present tense so that whenever director is reading, remember one thing, your script will be shared with the man who is handling your camera, who is handling your lighting, who is handling your direction, assistant director, costume director, everybody, even the line producers, your script is being shared by them so that we all are on the same page. So make sure that your script has enough space on the left and right and it is in the present tense so that when everybody is reading in the same tense. So this is very important. This is why it is written in the present tense. One thing you need to add here is that there is an opening, there is a midpoint which we call interval point, and then there is an end. So your journey of your script should be seamless and the conflict, action and resolution should transform in the same manner in the script. So your foundation to your film project is your script. So be careful, read it as many times as you want and take your script to your team and take their inputs on it. So this is the time when team can give you the input for the improvisation. Especially the director has very valuable insight to it because he is the one who is going to think about it. And now further moving on the script, there are some do's and there are some don'ts in that script. While you are thinking an idea, so if you think an idea that which involves some areas like railway station, so you might have challenge in having a permission to shoot at railway station or similarly an airport or some scenes which includes army or doctor or hospital. So you need to be very careful when you are writing down your script. You should be aware as a writer that what are your means of your source. You are not going to spend some money or your time in seeking permissions. So my suggestion to you is to form a story, form a script which is easily doable and which is the things and the atmosphere and the location or the actors or props or required doesn't have any hassles attached to it. So once you are done with your script, once you lock your script, you are ready to share it with the director and then project moves on. I thank you all for your valuable time and I still believe that you will be able to do it, and with all my help and support together we will be able to execute a project which is the most memorable and which contributes high values to the society. Thank you for today.